Hi, I'm Joe, and once again you're in Joe's kitchen. Anyhow, we've got something, oh, I love this. We're actually going to be doing two videos here because we're going to take two staple Mexican items, put them together, and we're going to have a delicious meal. But we're going to start off with the traditional Pico De Gallo. And we're going to do it with something like this stuff here. Well, without further ado, let's get to it.
We're gonna eat, we're gonna eat, we're gonna eat and eat. We're gonna eat and eat. We're gonna eat and eat. Welcome to Joe's Kitchen, yeah, we're gonna eat. That's right. We're gonna eat and eat. 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 Welcome to Joe's Kitchen, yeah, we're gonna eat. Oh yeah.
Well, welcome back, and yes, we're going to do Pico De Gallo. I love it. It's just so it feels a taco nice, and that's actually what we're going to be doing tomorrow. But it also dips some chips in it. Anyhow, there's kind of a standard way of doing it, and then there's a lot of different variations too. Of course, you can have mango pico and other items in it as well. I'm going to keep it simple. And I think that's where it's best. So we're talking about tomatoes, cilantro, onions, jalapeno, and a little squeeze of lime. That's pretty much it. It's going to be very simple. So I'm going to kind of maneuver this camera here and there because my camera person is on a vacation right now. So it's all me. So hang in there. Hopefully I'll do this okay. And I'll edit it accordingly. But anyhow, this is going to go with something that I'm marinating a little later, doing a marinade and a cooking video of carne asada, my favorite. If I go to a Mexican restaurant, I'm 9 times out of 10 going to get carne asada, usually as a taco or a nacho or maybe just the entree itself. And I've made it myself a few times, and it's delicious. My recipe is a little variation on what you might see in other places, and I don't think I've been to a Mexican restaurant where the carne asada tastes the same at each one because it's usually a little different. And by the way, carne asada means grilled meat. But we're not doing that this video. We're doing Pico De Gallo. So let's get started. And I'm going to move this camera. You're going to see my cutting board probably. And hopefully that shows up good. And I'm going to move it around like this a little bit. There we go. And so we got all our vegetables right up in here. You might not be able to see everything. And I'm going to start with I'm going to end with the messiest ones first. I'm going to start with, let's say, the onion. We're using a white onion. There's, of course, a red onion, a sweet onion. I've done it with all of them. White onion kind of traditionally is used because it shows up a little better in the mix. But, it's your preference. I love a red onion in a pico too. So anyhow, we're going to cut the tips off just like so. Cut in half. Recipe's calling for one whole onion. We're going to see how that rolls because every onion is a little bit different sizes. And I'm going to peel that outer skin. I'm going to put that all in here. And I'm actually going to pull one more skin off that because it's still kind of on the green side. There we go, that's white. I'm going to do the same thing here. Get a couple layers off of that so we got a nice white onion. That's pretty good. And there's a gazillion ways of cutting an onion. People say there's only one right way. I don't think I agree with that. I kind of do it my own way, so just hang in there. I can go like this, and I'm just going to cut it straight down to the thickness I like. And I'll be honest with you, my cutting skills are okay. I don't cook or cut as much as I used to, so it's like anything, the more practice you get, the better. So I'm just going to go the opposite direction now. And I'm being careful not to cut my fingers, of course. I kind of curl them under, and there we go. That's that half. And then we do one more half like It's awesome. So anyhow, I'm going to pop that into a bowl. And if it looks like it's going to need more, I'm going to make a bigger bowl. But I think it'll fit. I'm hoping it'll fit. All right, there we go. Now, comes to jalapenos. I've rinsed all these vegetables, by the way, just so you know. And you know, you can do it different ways. You can keep the seeds or get rid of it. I'm going to cut the caps off first. I'm doing 4 of them. And I'm going to de-seed a couple of them at least. Let me get a butter knife. And I'm going to just kind of go right in there. I don't know if you can see that or not. Let's see. It's going right in there and cutting around that seed, like just like so. And so on and so forth. I'm going to drop that into the sink. I do not have to get all those seeds out. I want some heat to it. Anyhow, so there we go. There we are. Hopefully you can see that okay. And so on and so forth. All right, 2 more. Just gonna do it over the sink here. Like so. Get some of those seeds out. And 1 more. I don't want all the seeds out because I want a little heat to it. So I'm just gonna get the core out. Brush out most of those seeds, but there's gonna be some left. And we're gonna get rid of all that. Boom, boom. I like to cut them in half. And I suppose there's other ways to core these things too. I could have cut it in half and then scraped it out. But anyhow, that's how I go. I'm gonna take a few of these at a time. And I'm chopping down. And Santa Fe knife, I like to glide it as I cut. And that just makes for a good cut. So you can see there's definitely some seeds involved here. So it might be on the, I'm going to have a little heat to it. And that's what I like. Right, there we go. And I'm going to put that in here. That was 4 jalapenos. You can do 2, you can do 4. You can cut this recipe in half if you don't want this much pico. I like pico, so I'm not worried about it. It's going to move quickly through this household. All right, put that lime there for right now. And I'm going to go with the cilantro next. I got 2 bunches here. And really I only need 1. But I'm cutting extra because I'm going to use some of these for the marinade. So there we go. Or actually, I'll just leave them aside. And we'll do that later for the marinade. So anyhow, I got basically one bunch. And I'm just going to chop that down. And there you go. Kind of like chopping parsley or any of your herbs. You want to try different techniques. Flip it over. Things get stuck on the bottom, they don't get cut. So you can just keep at it. And over one more time. Back the other way. Back this way. Back that way. All right. There we go. It's looking pretty good, I think. And we're going to drop that in. Boom. You got to say boom, because when you do boom, it packs it with so much more flavor. So boom, right there. Boom, boom. Now the tomatoes. The cilantro's getting me. I'm going to cut the core off of these things. And I'm going to cut the tip off that one too because it's got kind of it doesn't look good to me. Cut that off. Don't need it. That's good. And this one here. And so on and so forth. Now these pieces here, you don't have to waste them. Just cut them up, cut around that core. You could core this and just do it your way too. I just kind of do it this way. And drop those in. And I'm going to do that to all these tops. Like I said, my knife skills I could work on them, I guess. but it gets the job done. That's kind of what's important. I'm not trying to be fancy. I'm just trying to create a nice dish. And we're gonna have carne asado tacos tomorrow, and with a pico de gallo, some nice flour tortillas to go with that. Instead of sour cream, I'm going to be using yogurt. It's a nice substitution, a little healthier for you. All right, tomatoes. Cut them in half, half, half. Right, and then we're going to, again, I just do the same way. I kind of cut, I guess it's about a 1/4 to 1/2 inch thickness. You'll see right there. And I'm just going to do them all like that. It's important to have a sharp knife. I run it through the sharpener and steel quite often. It's getting a little dull right now, I can tell you. I may need to be done again, but I'm not. We're almost done, so I'm not so worried about it. One more. And around this way. You just kind of look at it, make sure you got nice squares, or not too chunky. And I'm going to add that right in. Boom, boom, just like so. Uh-oh. I'm trying to get away. And I'm filling out that bowl pretty good. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there it is. We got the jalapenos, the cilantro, the onion and tomato right there. We're going to mix it up here in a second. I'm going to take that remaining juice of the tomato and just kind of float it right down in there. There we go. Just kind of like that. Just a little bit of juice, that's all. That out over there. Oh, I still need it for one more thing. The lime. Put the lime in the coconut, right? All right, we're going to cut it in half. All right, boom, boom. Move this aside. Now, cooking is visual, and if you watch some of my other videos, it's audible too. It's all about the senses, right? And so we might need more than just this. This is kind of a small lime. I don't know. I think it might be all right, actually. I've got 2 other limes, and I'm saving them for the marinade, so this will be all right. So we're just going to squeeze it in there really good, and so on and so forth. We're just going to get it really good because we need all that juice out of there. So I don't know if you see that or not, but here we are. Squeeze that lime in there, and a little bit more. There's one. Anyhow, there we go. I think that's pretty good. Now I'm going to take that juice and pour it into my. There we go. Just like so. Now, just mix that up. Being very careful not to spill it because it is pretty full. So we're going to mix up that cilantro, tomatoes, onions, jalapenos, and like I said, there's so many ways to make it. You can make it, however you want. The key thing is with Pico De Gallo, you'll need cilantro, tomatoes, onion, and jalapeno. It's always good to put a little lime juice in there. There we go. That's my Pico De Gallo, everybody. How's that look? Now I needed some chips. And guess what? I've got some. So let's oh, there we go. Oh, I gotta do it a little bit more. Boy, I can't wait till my camera person's back. All right, now we're gonna get some chips. one chip. That's all I need right now, okay? I don't want to fill up. I got dinner coming. All right. So, got my pico. I got my chip. I'm going to dip that in there. And let me try to get a little bit of everything. Nothing better. Nothing better than fresh pico. Pico De Gallo. And it's not that hard to make. And it's better when you make it yourself. You can buy some in the store. Nah. If you get it at a restaurant, usually it's really good. It depends on your restaurant, of course. But you make it at home, you can't lose. Follow this recipe, you'll like it. I'm going to enjoy some of this with my carne asada tacos tomorrow. It's going to be great. I can't wait. So look for that video and look for other videos. We appreciate you coming along. Be sure to subscribe if you'd like to follow along and catch more of our content here. We have 2 other channels too. I have an original music channel. You may want to check that out. Joe Harshman's Original Music. I'm a songwriter, haven't made no money by it, but something I do, okay? It's inside me, just like I like to cook. I'm not a professional chef, says Chef Joe, but I'm self-appointed. But I've worked in the restaurant industry for a long time. I've worked under chefs and everybody else, so I feel pretty confident in my skills, and I'm trying to learn more. So this is why I'm doing these videos too, is try to broaden my horizons. Let's say, try different things. I mean, I've done carrot dogs. I haven't done a video on tofu yet, and I'm going to try to get there. Anyways, Pico De Gallo. I tend to rattle on. I'm so sorry. Pico De Gallo, folks. Try it out. And until next time, enjoy food.
We're gonna eat, we're gonna eat, we're gonna eat and eat. We're gonna eat and eat. We're gonna eat and eat. Welcome to Joe's Kitchen, yeah, we're gonna eat. That's right.